Hello everybody, my name is Shatteru and welcome back to another video. So as you guys know, the Christmas event is currently out in MM2, and with the Christmas event came the leaderboard. And for those of you who do not know what the leaderboard is, I made a video on that a while ago, and it explains how to get on the leaderboard as well as what it is, and I'll link that in the description. And for those of you who already know what the leaderboard is, as you guys know, the leaderboard comes with rewards. So today we're going to try to figure out what's going to be the 2021 Christmas leaderboard reward. So most of you guys already know that leaderboard rewards are recolors of items that come out during the event, whether it be Halloween or Christmas. And since there are 5 new items that came out during this event, that means there are 5 candidates that can be leaderboard rewards. And these possible candidates are Ice Flake, Ice Beam, Swirly Axe, Swirly Blade, and Swirly Gun. So before we dive into the items, I'd like to point out a few things. So the first thing I'd like to point out is the weapon pattern of leaderboard rewards since Christmas 2019. Since Christmas 2019, we've seen that every year, the grind leaderboard has gotten a knife, and the gifting leaderboard has gotten a gun. And the second thing I'd like to point out is the fact that Nick tends to give grinders the most detailed or worked on item from the event. And as you can see, this information is somewhat backed up by Slouse himself. And with that out of the way, let's move on to the items. So the first item we're going to be looking at is Swirly Blade. So Swirly Blade is this year's gifting reward for the Christmas event, and as you can see, it matches Swirly Gun fairly well. As you can tell by their name, they can be put together as a set, but I could say easily that this item will not be the leaderboard reward. And the reason why I say this is because of Swirly Axe. So if we put Swirly Blade and Swirly Axe side by side, we can see that Swirly Axe definitely has more detail put into it. It was worked on more than Swirly Blade, and that's why I believe Swirly Blade cannot be the leaderboard reward, simply because it's not cool enough. So the next items I'd like to talk about is the new Ice set, Ice Flake and Ice Beam. So Ice Flake and Ice Beam are the Game Pass items of this year, and as you can see, they come in a set. And honestly, they look very nice. They look a lot better than your average buyable godly, and they definitely do have potential to become leaderboard rewards. As we saw last year, Icebreaker and Ice Blaster got turned from blue to red, and the same could be done for these two. But even with all this, I still believe that these two will not become leaderboard rewards. So the only time we've ever had a Game Pass item turn into a leaderboard reward was during 2020 Halloween, where a Vampire Edge was turned into Blue Vampire Edge for the leaderboard contesters. But the reason why I believe he did this is because the other items that came out during this event, which was Hollow's Scythe and Hollow's Gun, were too orange. And the reason why this is a problem is because top 3 rewards, which are the most special ones, get gold, silver, and bronze, and orange is just way too close to gold. And to avoid that, he would end up choosing Vampire's Edge. But for this year, there isn't any situation like that, so there doesn't seem to be a need to pick the Game Pass items. And the second reason why I don't believe they will become the leaderboard reward is because comparing them to the new Swirly Axe and Swirly Gun, they are a lot less detailed, and coming from Slouse, you can see why that won't become the leaderboard reward. So ultimately, they suffer the same fate as Swirly Blade does, which is not being cool enough, as well as the fact that they are the Game Pass items. So with those out of the way, that brings us down to the last 2 items, which is Swirly Axe and Swirly Gun. Out of all the items, they are the most detailed. They have noticeably more work put into them than any other item. They fit all the standards required to become leaderboard items, so I believe that these 2 will become the leaderboard rewards. And also considering for the past few Christmas leaderboards, the rewards have been the Ancient and the Unboxable item, it was pretty safe to assume that these 2 would become it as well. So for those of you who are on the leaderboard, I would say to expect Blue Swirly Axe as the grind item and Blue Swirly Gun as the gifting item. And it could be vice versa, but I believe it would be set like that. Well, that was all for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And thank you guys so much for 600 subscribers. It honestly means so much to me, and the support encourages me to keep posting. Comment what you think the leaderboard item will be. I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts, and I'll see you in the next video. See you!